What's up? I'm Doug Cunnington. I'm from Niche Site Project. If you're watching this, then you know I've been doing more YouTube stuff. In fact, over the last probably 5 or 6 months, I've been doing a lot more on YouTube. For a little while, for like 6 weeks, I was doing live streams 5 days a week. It was a little stressful, but I got better at it, and we're now down to 2 days a week. I wanted to share with you some of the analytics behind the scenes. So let's go look at the analytics dashboard in YouTube. You'll see some real stats, and I'll share with you, the real numbers behind what I've been doing. I still have a lot of work to do, but I did want to share a couple, little milestones. I just hit 3,000 subscribers, which I'm not even sure if you could see it right in this section right here, but this is the overview and analytics and a couple things to highlight. So we're looking at the last 28 days. From a total watch time perspective, it's up 20%, which is cool. The view duration is down about 1%. That's something I'll come to in a second. It's 7 minutes and 20 seconds, which is actually a pretty long time when you consider the ideal length of a YouTube video is roughly 5 to 14 minutes or so, in that range. So when you look at that sheer amount of time, 7 minutes and 20 seconds, is pretty good. The number of views in the last 28 days, that's up about 21%. I don't monetize the channel or anything like that. In general, the likes are up by 65%, comments are up by 25%, dislikes are down 33%, which is cool, and the shares are up 62%. So all this stuff is pretty good. Here's kind of what I look at most of the time. So I'll take a quick look at the overview. I'm really looking at the watch time. Most of the time, I'm just looking at the watch time, and we can see here over the last 28 days or so, it's sort of an upward trend in general. If you scroll down, you can see more information on the videos. And again, I'll point out the average view duration is quite long, just in general. Some of them are very long, like 18 minutes. And those are live streams typically. People stick around for the live streams. I could go ramble on and on and on, but I'm going to try and keep this sort of short. So I look at the watch time, which is always interesting. I have been looking at the traffic sources after, learning some stuff from the Noah Kagan podcast and YouTube channel. These suggested videos is sort of how people discover you, new people discover you. It should be about 70 to 80%. I'm at 30%. So I have a lot of work to do. What I do have is a lot of videos that serve my audience really well. People love them. But unfortunately, what it means is not that many new people are discovering me, only 30%. So that's not great. I need to take care of that. I'll talk about that probably in another video. Another area that I have been looking at these subscribers and just the growth there. So I am doing a rolling 7-day total. It gets rid of the spikes a little bit. So we'll put it on daily, and you could see some days are big, some days are small. Those usually correspond to a collaboration, like these spikes like that. But if you use like a rolling 7-day average, it smooths things out here. So that's a good thing to do. So one thing I will point out real quick is I'm going to take a look at this year. So a lot of times I zoom out just to get an idea of like how I'm trending. So from a subscriber standpoint, you can see, well, that's great. It's trending up. Additionally, watch time, that's sort of the big one that I'm looking at. In general, YouTube wants people to stay on YouTube, and the longer they watch, the better. So you could see for this year, the trend has been upward. That's great. And when we look at, you could even do a 28-day average to smooth it out a little bit more. It's just a nice upward trend. Now, something a little bit more interesting is to show the growth, and that actually graphs the percentage as a change compared to the first data point here. So I'll click that, and you can see there's good growth, right? So the first data point is sort of like the baseline of 0. There's roughly 300% growth over the entire year. Obviously, I've been working at this for a little while, and it was rough at first. I didn't quite know what to do. And I can tell you right now, and you'll probably notice if you're watching these videos, they're getting much shorter. So one of the reasons the overall audience retention is a fairly long period of time, about 7 minutes for this whole year, is because my videos are super long. A lot of the early videos, a lot of the live streams that I'm doing are 20, 30, 40 minutes long, which is way beyond the ideal time frame of about 8 minutes or so, right? Around 8 minutes, plus or minus a couple. It's kind of the ideal spot. And when it comes down to it, I remember I actually got an email from someone that said, hey, your videos are good. I like your content. You seem like a good guy, Doug, but they're too long. I don't watch your videos that are usually over, 20, 30 minutes. And the thing is, I don't watch them either. I watch videos that are like about 10 minutes or so. So the thing is, it has to be someone I really, really like if I'm going to stick around for like 20, 30 minutes or an hour. And sometimes I do. I know the good people, the good subscribers, the viewers that watch my stuff, sometimes you stick around for a long time because I'm hopefully telling you something interesting. The thing is, I get it though. Under 10 minutes is kind of the ideal point to keep someone's attention. You got to keep it moving fast. And I'm making videos much shorter now because there's a variety of people. Some people don't want long videos, and I understand that. So this is where I'm at here. If you're interested in hearing the approach that I took and some of the tools that I've used to, improve my channel and get better at YouTube, let me know in the comments. Really sort of interested to hear if people want to learn more about the YouTube side. I usually focus on the content side of niche sites and SEO, but YouTube's a whole other animal, very interesting animal. So my name's Doug Cunnington. I'm from Niche Site Project, and we'll see you around. Thanks.